Paul Cohen of the Breck Fine Art Gallery and Michael Floor. And good morning, guys.
Hey,
thanks,
morning.
gentlemen.
Nice
Thanks
to
for
be
coming in. And I'm excited to talk about. I've been looking forward to this interview all week, to tell you the truth.
Awesome.
Not just because this is the only time I get in front of the camera, but I've been looking forward to you coming
Something
in. So
different,
yeah, you get to come here. How often?
Once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year.
Okay.
Aside from the first two shows back in 2003 and 4, which were winter shows, Michael prefers the summer.
Like the
He's
summer
a San Diego guy. So the
Yeah.
first weekend in July every year, he's been coming up.
Well, and that's the right time to come in then for the weather. It's a little bit more like San Diego, as long as it's staying dry.
Just
I
a
guess.
little higher. But,
Yeah. Well, it's a little higher. How are you managing the altitude? Okay.
Not too bad. No, good.
Not
I'm
too
good
bad
now.
this time. Good deal. Well, so if you didn't know, Michael Floor is one of the resident artists over at the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery, and of course Breckenridge. And there's some great work in there all throughout the year.
How many oils do I have?
I have 7 oils of yours here, which is as many as you'll ever see.
Yeah.
With Michael's shows, and then there's 4 original watercolor drawing studies from his personal collection, and probably 25 of the different limited editions. Some of them that are sold out, and some brand new ones too. So.
Wow, and we're going to take a look at some of the works there. So talking about your style, I mean, you can certainly tell. Oh, that's definitely a Michael Floor.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the Fine Art Gallery, because it just stands out from the others. And the subject material stays pretty similar. You have a theme.
Yeah, I try to get a theme. That's the hardest part, being an artist, is to come up. You learn classical painting in art school, and then now you're out in the world, and you got to come up with something that's your own. You know, it's impressionistic, but you know, I always say, like, if I don't have anything to show someone, I always say, well, it's kind of like if Monet, Van Gogh, and Cezanne got together and painted bar scenes and cafes and restaurants.
I think that's a great way to explain it, and you can see that. And I love the style. So you keep, from what I understand, the paints at their true color. You're not doing a lot of mixing.
Not too much, yeah. A lot straight out of the tube, and
Right.
you know, all my teachers used to always say, you can't do that. You can't use that color. So I always like to try to figure out a way to break the rules.
There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
he does it.
Yeah.
And it's unique.
And
You
who's
know,
to say
it's
you
like
can't?
signature blues and reds and purples.
I know,
and
and you're
everything.
very stunning colors. That's why I always appreciate about your work, and that's what I think stands out about that.
Oh, definitely.
So, I guess talk about though when you're in the high country and you're in Breckenridge, you're painting urban settings a lot.
Yeah.
How does that fit into your style here? Do you find that as a fun challenge, or?
Oh yeah, it's well, I have some of my regular stuff, but actually I just told Paul I have 2 paintings that are drawn out. One of it's down the main street, and with all your beautiful buildings, and then the horse carriage coming up. So I'm doing something a little different, and you can see your mountains in the background. Because when I started painting when I was 6, my parents had me in tutoring for. I wasn't the best speller in the world, so for
everybody is.
So I was tutoring for dyslexia, and then the next hour would be oil painting, and then I would go to school. So I still can't spell, but it was painting landscapes. So I'll have 2 paintings I'm going to try to work on, and then another one where it's just of your river right through the town. I can't remember which building, but you have all the mountains in the background. So
Local scenes.
So that sketch is done. So
I drew it out, and then I'm gonna do it all today and tomorrow. I'll try to.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it'll be a different challenge for me.
Yeah.
Paul, what time's that going to happen?
Well, it's between 3 and 7 is the official show
Okay.
today, Friday and Saturday as well, 2 days. And what's real interesting, I mean, the gallery will get packed. There'll be a lot of people sitting in there watching the paintings develop. And usually what always happens is somebody buys them when they're about 30% done.
Yeah.
Once it's sold, put it on the side, get another canvas up, and then what will happen is it'll take 2 or 3 weeks to dry before we can send it back to Mike, and then he finishes them. So it'll be done later this summer, the finished pieces. But he's painted, you've done the Modus restaurant several times,
Modus.
Hearthstone several times, the
Hearthstone.
brewery.
Oh yeah, the brewery was a cool one from shot from above.
Yeah.
So every time when I go to different shows, especially up here, they have so many cool restaurants, and I always try to do something local.
We're definitely not short on that stuff.
No,
I mean, we have lots of restaurants.
And bars.
And bars, you bet. It is a ski town with a drinking town with a ski problem.
Drinks,
right?
yeah, like that. Yeah. But no, I'm super excited, and it's gonna be fun. Paul makes some really good hors d'oeuvres. So.
Oh yes, we've got all the snacks and the refreshments.
So where's the Breck Fine Art Gallery located?
It's right on the corner of South Park and South Main. You really can't miss it. It's purple awning, and you can get in from either street entrances at both ends. So people tend to stumble in there, and of course because there's a big art show this weekend as well up there. everybody's at that end of town. So I mean, we just become part of the show.
Yeah, right. Just an extension of it, and it's a great setting to go in there. Very comfortable. You don't have to know a whole lot about art to appreciate what you have in there. You know?
And we love to have families and bring the kids in. We're not stuffy at all.
That's
It's wonderful for them to watch and talk to Michael, the young ones too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good for that's the best part about their gallery, I think, is when the little kids are in there, like, hey, that's good. When I was little, I went to galleries, and because sometimes you have that pre-notion of galleries, or you got to be real careful, but
snobby.
Yeah, exactly. So their galleries.
Do you remember last year you had the lady with the 2 kids and the dog you painted?
Oh yeah.
They did a commission, beautiful piece with the background of Breckenridge in the back.
Yeah.
Well, they came in yesterday and they're coming back today, and the kids are now 7. They're twins.
Yeah, I've watched them.
And the girl said, "Yes, we're coming for the show. We like the chocolate eclairs from last year." So the young ones are already telling us, "Oh, we know what they want."
Not the art, it's the chocolate.
No, they like me too.
Well, there's some colorful pictures to look at too, but definitely going after the chocolate. Yeah. That's too funny, guys. No. Well, again, you can catch Michael Floor painting, doing live demonstrations going on at the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery at the end of Main Street in Breckenridge throughout this weekend in the afternoon hours, and you can see some of his previous work that's already in the gallery. And so take me real quick, though, with the time we have left, that your process. You always sketch something because you don't use models, right? And
it's about 10% are from photos. Like if I'm out somewhere, a restaurant's real busy, I'll take a photo. And I usually always take it in black and white so that it forces me to make up my own colors. Because otherwise, if you're looking from a regular photo, even if you try not to, you'll copy the colors.
Sure.
But then in my book, they have a big coffee table book they published on me that you could see the sketch on one side and then what I did with the sketch in the original. So a lot of times it's just a little pen sketch, and I'll write little misspelled notes on what colors I saw.
Right.
And we have the book in the gallery. People often acquire it. It's got 4 beautiful gift prints in there as well. So it's a great way to get into Michael's work if you're not ready to purchase an original yet. Which we hope you are.
I know. Well, soon enough. I've told Paul this before. Then the first time I'm going to buy a piece from his gallery, it's going to be Michael Floor.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So we're going to take a quick break, but gentlemen, thanks so much again for coming in here. Good luck this weekend.
Always a pleasure.
Breathe easy today. All right. Go into the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery and see some great art. All right, we're going to take a quick break and catch up with Jeffrey Bergeron and your look at your weather here in just a bit. You're watching Southern Sunrise on TV8 Summit.